Hey Providence Church, thank you for joining us for Who's Your One evangelism training. As I hope you've heard by now, we here at Providence Church are committed to growing in our faith, hope, and love for Jesus Christ together to go to the world. And one question we're beginning to ask one another is this simple question: who's your one? That is, who is that one person that God is leading you to pray for, to seek, to build a friendship with, to share the gospel with, to invite to church, to see that one person come to faith in Jesus Christ? You know, we believe that ordinary people are God's plan A for reaching the world. And we know that in our day, in the day that we're living in, more and more people have to be reached outside of the church. To be clear, God has given you places of influence, your neighborhood, your home, your job, your school, to be an influence. And He's calling you to be the one to bring the love of Jesus Christ to that person's world. He is leading you to be the one to give that person a proper introduction to the Savior. You know, when you study the book of Acts and you look at early church history, when the gospel was exploding and advancing across the world so powerfully, you see that it was ordinary people who were living and bringing the gospel to new places, often bringing the gospel to new places faster than the apostles could get there. We know this passage, this verse, when Jesus said, "Come follow me, and I'll make you a fisher of people." We know that Jesus said, "As the Father has sent me, so I am sending you." We've heard those truths before. We know them. But if we're honest with each other, we don't know how to get started. And that's why we're doing this training. It's been said that Christians and non-Christians alike share something in common, and that is they're stressed out and they're uptight about evangelism. And we want to help you with this reality. How do we identify our ones? How do we engage? How do we begin to build trust and friendship so it's not awkward and it's not stressful to begin to talk about spiritual things, to begin to share the gospel? And in these sessions, you will receive answers and instructions from several of our leaders here at Providence that I'm excited are a part of this training with us together. They not only are leading us, but they're living out some of the principles that they're going to share in 6 skills that I believe are going to help us learn how to effectively go to the world. Could you imagine what would happen at Providence Church? And not only Providence Church, but in our community, in our region, and perhaps the world, if we all began to engage one person with the gospel. So buckle up, get ready, and let's get started. We're glad that you're here.